exciting racing from the Hennessy League. We are very excited to be able to get a chance to call this race. Last week we went from double duty to be able to race at two short tracks, and tonight, after get a chance to be able to figure out what the drivers are wanting to race at tonight, we're going to Dover. And joining me by my side is my good buddy Hot Dog. Hot Dog, how you doing tonight, bud?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Doing good. So we do have a couple of stories we want to be able to catch up and we want to be able to bring to you what's happening right now. So yet we'll go ahead and start off with our Xfinity series right now. As you know, or some of you may not know, there is one spot in mine and Hot Dog's team. So yet we're currently be able to try to see who's going to be able to get a chance to join our group. Um, a lot of great development in the truck series, so yet this chance to be able to get a chance to shine, see who wants that one final spot in the Xfinity series. Hot Dog, how do you feel about everything going on with the way it is, especially with our team, and who do you in your own mind think you're gonna keep your eyes on tonight?
Well, definitely I've got T-Gaunt on my mind. I've heard some good things about him. Um, he's really the main one that I've got my eye on. Um, but I haven't really gone down the list considering it does change from time to time of who is driving tonight.
Yeah, I
But,
agree. Brad?
um, I, I've heard from Steven Nine. I haven't really got much look on him, but I have heard that he's in the mix, wanting to get up there to the Truck Series. Same with Cap Dead Dad, and those are probably the three guys that I've heard from that are really looking to try and get this spot
Yeah,
in the Truck Series.
yeah, definitely a huge spot. They definitely that we're all gonna be able to keep an eye on tonight. So if you guys have not watched the stream last week, whew, short track racing, a whole lot of beating banging. We raced at Gateway first, and not only that, but we raced at Richmond. So let me go ahead and bring up to you guys what is going on right now. Interior Attack and both Interior Attack and T-Guard moved from the development series to the truck series. So yet that is good for both drivers. A lot of crazy, beat and banging happening tonight or last night or last week, should I say? And not only that, but yet we had a lot with some great racing, and really look forward to seeing what's going on up there tonight. Um, so we don't know if we will get a chance to race. Apparently, we're seeing some word that the heat servers are acting up. So hopefully, if we be able to get a chance to bring to you some racing tonight, then yet we will get a chance to do that. But until then, right now, we're going to be able to bring up these news to you guys. Right now, as Hot Dog and I mentioned, T-Galt has been very consistent. He's been running. I think he's running a solid top three at Auto Club. He ran a solid top five last week at Richmond. And I believe out of all the drivers that are in this field tonight, he's the one that's got the most momentum.
Yeah, he's had some very good top finishes and definitely one to watch coming into this race, considering he is seeming to be on a roll here and getting the top finishes.
Yeah, definitely. So yet, right now I do have a list of drivers that are, hopefully we will get a chance to see out there on the track tonight. We got JC Moore, we got Terminatrix, we have Mayhem tomorrow. Once again, is going to be back in the out on the racetrack. My good old pal Fluffy Sex out there, McCord, Kakak, T-Galt, and a very good list of drivers that are going to be able to get a chance to race out tonight. So I do want to be able to bring up Terminatrix because let me tell you why. Because lately, at one point he'll have some good runs, but at times he'll end up struggling. So yeah, if you was Terminatrix in this situation, Hot Dog, what would you be able to do in this situation? Would you be able to get a chance to try to run your line tonight at Dover, or do you want to just try to stay in your own lane, just try to be able to go with the flow and see if you can be able to potentially make a spot coming up?
Um, Dover can be a pretty crazy track at times. I would probably, if I were in his situation, just see how the first two stages go, see how everybody's running, seeing what lines are working, what lines aren't working, and in that third stage, try and get up there closest to the top as I can, knowing that we do have some very good drivers that are in this lineup tonight. I think getting up to the top in the third stage is definitely a good way to go.
My really hope for, whenever you see a race like this is for everyone to be able to get a chance to just run their line, get a chance to just run their race, and having no issues at all whatsoever. And I don't know, it should be a very, very interesting race, but hopefully we'll see how things go from here on out. But yeah, in due time, we want to be able to get a chance to caught up with everything that's happening right now. Give me one second. I'm trying to be able to get a chance to share the stream because we don't want to miss out on any of our action for you guys tonight. So yet, give me one second as I'll get a chance to share the stream. But yet, Dover is it's definitely a much difficult track. But at the same time, though, you're gonna have to want to be able to take care of your equipment, be able to take care of your tires, be able to take care of everything that you need to do. I think another thing that you definitely want to be able to be careful with is pit road because pit road it will not be your best friend, especially coming off of four right there.
Yeah, it can be a tricky track to get on the pit road, and because especially even just driving, not even trying to get onto pit road, you have to be very tight, but you don't want to hit that bottom corner, and it'll get you loose and get you all kind of different ways in the track.
Yeah, I
Every,
definitely agree. Go ahead.
that they do have difficult corners in Dover that you do have to work around.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really difficult at times, but yet hopefully we will be able to get a chance to see some great, maybe two, three wide. I don't expect um, the racing to be going towards like three wide, but yet, you know, anything can happen here in this league. But definitely do want to mention another driver that's going to be up in the field. It's Tex Pelt. He's definitely been looking really, really good. Joker asks, what are our favorites for tonight?
Oh man, well, we've talked about T-Gaunt a lot. He's had some very good finishes lately, and I do think he'll have another good uh, another good race tonight, and I'm gonna pick him as my favorite.
I definitely agree with you right there, Teagle. I mean, if you think about this, so the last 2 weeks he's been having a lot of momentum as of late. But there's another driver I do want to mention. He ran solid these last two races last week at Gateway and Richmond. I want to talk about McCard. He did such an excellent job, even though he didn't get a chance to get the finishes he wanted it, but yet he did such an amazing job. Without a doubt, I believe he's going to be one of our top favorites. And I just mentioned Tex Pelt. He's definitely certainly another one. Tex Pelt has been very, very solid, been very, very consistent. But the one thing I noticed about him is that he's been really aggressive towards Mayhem tomorrow, which everybody needs to be aggressive towards Mayhem to be able to show, how much are you willing to be able to pass someone? How much are you willing to be able to sacrifice your own race just to be able to move up in a position? So yeah, I believe we'll end up seeing more battles from Tex Pelt and Mayhem tomorrow. And yet, don't surprise me there. We'll end up seeing Dalator up there. Dalator is another. I think he's been one of the most underrated drivers as of late, but yet you never know what Dalator can do in this one.
Yeah, I remember. Well, we have the Friday Night Lights every now and then, and I've seen Delator race, and he's a very good racer, and I think he has a lot of talent. It just depends on his night. He can be an inconsistent driver, but I think he can have some good runs when he wants to.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely agree. Joker, let me ask you this: who are your favorites for tonight? As you're looking onto the chat, you're actually in the chat right now. And Heredia, by the way, welcome the Heredia God in the comments. Glad to see you back again with us, bud. We're glad to see all of you guys here with us tonight. It should be a very, very fun, exciting race. Another driver that I definitely do believe should be able to have a really good run tonight. It is my Cup partner, Fluffy Sacks. I believe Fluffy can be able to put some really good lines. So this could be one of his best tracks, maybe, but yet you keep an eye on Fluffy Sacks out there. Um, Hopefully, we'll be able to get a chance to get the numbers out there, know who's and what. But overall, I think tonight should be a very exciting night up in the booth, especially when it comes to Dover.
I think we're going to see some very good racing, some probably very calm racing throughout the. But as we get into the third stage, I do feel like guys are going to try and be more aggressive and make more moves to get up there to the top and try and win this race.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree. I think it should be a very, very interesting night, knowing the fact that Dover is, I mean, we've had four choices, so yeah, let me go ahead and tell you how it goes. To determine the race, we have a poll of four different tracks, and yet whoever gets the most in the polls gets that race. So obviously tonight we're racing at Dover. Dover, I believe, when it comes to turn one, I believe we'll end up seeing some clean racing, but yet I do see some aggressive starting at the end of stage one going into stage two.
Yeah, definitely. It's about figuring out what lines work best, racing around the drivers, seeing how they can run their lines. Because I've had uh, sometimes trouble running that that bottom line up into turn one and two. But you also have to think about when you come out of one and two. It also the back. What do you call it? The guardrail. It kind of does stick out a little bit coming off of two.
Hmm.
And if you run way too fast up into there, you can hit that guardrail and definitely mess up somebody's race behind you.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen multiple times, and you just have to figure out what line is going to work best for you and the people who are running around you.
Yeah. No. Uh, Harada guy said Dover equals slurp. Only you heard it, God. Only you, man. Um, I don't know. I think whenever it comes to turns one and two, right there at the start of two, where that little bump is at the exit, I believe that's going to be. We'll end up seeing a whole lot of wrecking. I mean, I wouldn't say a lot of wrecking. I hope these drivers can be able to be clean as possibly as they can, but yeah, you never know what to expect. Turn two might be the biggest issue, and not only that, but getting into pit road. Overall, I think the race should be really good. All the driver has got to be able to get a chance to just run their line, run their setup, run everything the way that they should. I don't know. I just believe that Dover should be able to be a good night for us.
Yeah, and Dover can be a tough track at times, and it will bring the best out in these guys. It's a really good track. It can be really tough and show who's got talent.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree. We're less than about maybe 3 minutes until I believe they start qualifying, and then the race starts at approximately 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So, yet, if you're watching this and you're not in the Discord and you're racing, please at this time join the Discord right now and get ready to prepare for qualifying, because qualifying will begin at 7:50, as like maybe less than 3 minutes now, and then 8 o'clock Eastern time is when we'll get started. But right now, as we're still in our off season, right now our drivers are be able to get a chance to do a lot of these exhibition races. I have gotten the privilege of get a chance to be able to do a lot of Xfinity and Cup Series exhibition races, a lot of fun stuff with the drivers. I had the pleasure of getting a chance to run up, battling out with Ubi and Joker at Auto Club this past Monday. So I do want to send a huge shout out to our Cup and Xfinity guys for keep running the exhibition races, because they've been a lot of fun, a lot of great action out there. And once when we be able to get a chance to call in the Cup Series race, we're glad to be able to get a chance to call the race. It's going to be myself and Fluffy Sacks up in the booth for the Cup Series, and I'm still looking to find a partner up for the trucks in the development series. Because as you know, your boy Dirty Nerdy and Hot Dog is going to be racing in the Xfinity series. So yeah, I can't wait for that, man. Uh,
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. Sorry. Oh, I do expect to have some really good racing in that Xfinity, and you know, I think it's going to be a lot better than last season for every series that we have in the league, from uh, Cup to Xfinity to Trucks. Now we have the addition to the development, so there's many guys that can race well, and there could be a lot of shifting in the rosters as the season goes on, depending on how guys are able to race in the lower series. And if you're not doing so good at the top series, maybe you get moved down for a few weeks.
Yeah,
It really just depends, with all the new guys that have come into the league, how good this league is getting and the drivers that we have.
yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely agree. I think our truck series is definitely going to be the most interesting one whenever you see a lot of drivers like you end up seeing Boger up in there. End up seeing so many different unique different driving styles in the truck series. And all of that that's for all series, but I think the truck series is going to be the most interesting one, knowing the fact that who is all going to be involved. And when you look at that, I believe our champion of the truck series, he's definitely going to be able to just keep an eye on his competition. I believe he might be. I think he might be in the Xfinity series, but either way, the trucks in the Xfinity are going to be able to bring the best amount of action as they possibly can. So yet, do not fall asleep on the potentially future Cup drivers. Um, very, very excited to be able to catch us to say that. Once again, Hot Dog, I can't thank you enough for allowing me to be able to get a chance to join you in the Xfinity series, my dude.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to have you. Thank you for having me in your booth tonight. Um, yeah, I'm glad to have you in Xfinity. I think you're going to have a really good run there, and as well as our whole team. I got the chance. The reason I have the open truck spot is because I had an open Xfinity spot. Decided to bring someone from trucks and move him there, and that just gives us the decision to open up to 32.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to get a good driver in there after tonight's race. Who, I mean, maybe you don't win the race, but
Yeah.
maybe you have the all-out performance, and that may get you the ride. There are many different ways that you can get into a ride, not just by winning a race, because there are some times where luck can fall into your hand. Maybe a last lap crash, maybe something happens that you get the win.
Yeah.
So I'm not just going to be looking at wins. I'm going to be looking at uh, just all in all general racing, how you do against other guys, and if you're clean, if you can race against other guys, not tear up the car or truck, you know, all in all, everything goes together to make a good driver.
I believe the last 3 weeks, and I hope either Joker or Hardy here, who's still in the watching this, I hope they can agree with me on this saying this. But the last couple of weeks up in the booth with the Trucks and Development series, they have gotten really really interesting. If you've not got a chance to watch Auto Club, please go to my channel. The Wrestling Now, and go subscribe and go check out that race. Check out last week's race in this channel, the Gateway and Richmond race, and we're glad to have you for this race for Dover. Teagle, our favorite, who's we're watching, says he told us to have a good show, and he says he's sure gonna try to be able to look for a top five and maybe try for a win. He says he's gonna run his race clean and the way it should be.
Yeah, I hope to see a good performance out of him. I've heard some good things about him, especially from you. You've given me some good feedback on him, and just all in all, I've heard some good things about him, and I hope he's able to get it done. And but I wish the best to all of these development guys to get
Yeah.
that truck spot.
Oh yeah, without doubt. So let me go ahead and break it down to you who is currently all in the chat. Besides our admins, owners like Joker, I think Obi might be up in there. No, he's not. But either way, we see Terminatrix, we see Team Race Clean, FI, F1, whatever you want to call them. N1 TW. We see Frank the Tank. Eternal Emeries, Don Cheetos, Captain Dead, A Hack, Textbelt, Traintier, Fluffy Sacks, T-Galt, Mayhem Tomorrow, Dalator, DMC, McCard, and Kobe. Okay, hey, Hot Dog, can you add,
Joker to the stream,
Joker? Yes, please.
or the yeah, I got it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, just add him to the group if you can there, Hot Dog. That'd be really awesome.
Yeah, I will. On it right now. Is he appearing offline?
Uh,
No, he's not appearing offline. Hold on. Let me go back up. I may have
I'll
missed him.
say, just, I'll say,
Oh, there he is.
alright,
I invited him.
alrighty. Um, So yet, hang on one second. I'm currently talking to Mayhem and Joker. Uh, how? So sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to be able to make sure that both myself and Hot Dog can be able to get a chance to be in the race and be
Yeah,
able
I
to
got.
call the action. You do got the invites, right?
Yeah, I got invites.
All right, 10-4. Uh, okay, that's a really good spot. T Gold is going to be starting fourth out in the field tonight. Galt will be starting fourth. We'll know how the rest of the field is going to be. Um, it should be a very should be an exciting race, but yet we're less than 5 minutes away until we get started. It should be a really exciting race, and I'm just ready to be able to get a chance to call a race from Dover because that's something I've not got a chance to do yet. I've called a race from like say Auto Club, and we have a visitor up in the booth. Please welcome always Joker. Welcome back to the booth, Mr. Joker. How you doing tonight, bud?
Doing good. I hope the booth can hear me.
Oh yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. Loud and
Well,
clear.
no, like on YouTube.
Oh,
I,
I think let me check and see real quick. Oh yeah, yeah, we can hear you loud and
yeah, we
clear.
got him.
Yeah, we got you, bud. We got you. So yet, do you have any breakdowns for our qualifying? I know Galt's gonna be starting fourth.
I don't. I joined it. I didn't want to get kicked, so I
Okay.
left.
Okay. So let me ask you a question, Joker. You asked myself and Hot Dog, who in your own mind is the favorite going into tonight's race?
Well, gotta go with Tex Pelt, in my opinion. Probably
Okay.
been the best or the favorite. I put him in my favorite in the power rankings, but McCard or however you say his name,
M- m-
Akerd in the 21. He's really impressed the owners and everyone in the truck series lately at the run at Richmond and Gateway. So
yeah.
I expect him to be up front as well, and I want to see what some of the development drivers can do.
Yeah, and just mentioned McCard, mentioned Galt. I mentioned Galt and Interior Attack because they both have had really great runs last week, and I'm just really excited to be able to see how tonight is going to be. Um, who do you think, in your own opinion, and yo, this is your own opinion, Joker. Who do you think will end up struggling the most tonight?
Well, it's Dover. A lot of people. I don't really. I won. I think K Cox will struggle tonight.
Yeah.
Personally,
Okay.
the spotlight is on him. Not in a relatively good reason, but pressure's on him just to see if he can get through a race cleanly with no interactions with anyone. So I'm interested to see what he can do and how he will adjust to the close racing tonight.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Mention that I do gotta mention, he did pretty much hit a lot of drivers out there tonight, and hopefully he'll keep his line clean. He'll be able to keep that race clean. Hopefully he'll be able to get a chance to just run his line. He'll do good tonight, and eventually we will see the way his run goes as we go throughout the race.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned guys that might struggle here, and I also have Terminex. Yeah,
Terminatrix, yeah.
Terminatrix. He he got a win in Xfinity last year. Um, but since then he kind of fell off, and Dover really hadn't been his friend last season, and I don't know if he'll do too well tonight. He doesn't run a very consistent run, and if it is, it's more towards the back of the pack, and I do think he'll be one to watch for someone who is struggling a little bit.
Well, the way I see this though is that when you look at Terminatrix, he did good at Auto Club. I will give him that. He did really good at Auto Club. I think he finished like maybe a top five, top 10. But then as the short tracks hit, he ended up struggling a lot. He ended up struggling a
Yeah.
lot pretty bad. I mean, I think he also hit a lot of people in Richmond last week. So yet, I don't know. Hopefully, if he'll be able to keep his truck lined up, he'll be able to have a good run. But yeah, we'll see. We'll just see how it goes for him.
I do know about him is that he does sometimes have trouble hitting the apron, and at Dover that can cost you a lot. Is if you accidentally hit that apron, um, if you get too low, and I know he has had problems with that in the past, and so I don't see Dover being too kind to him as a track. Maybe if he stays up high a little bit more, Maybe he could get something done. Um, but yeah, the apron just has not been his friend.
Yeah, yeah. I think, excuse me. I think the development. I think when you look at the development drivers and the Truck Series drivers, if you're a Truck Series driver, you know not to be able to hit the apron. But the question is, how far is too far when it comes to be able to run down to the bottom? I mean, you want to be able to get a chance to run, have a good line, but yet that apron is going to end up catching you, and you will end up getting turned or wrecked in a heartbeat.
Yeah, definitely. Dover can kind of be hard. Once you hit that, you do get a big bounce coming off of it. Dover is just not a kind track with the apron.
I between the apron and pit road, I don't think it's been very, very kind yet to anyone, honestly.
No, not at all.
All right, we're still waiting on if they just started or what's happening. Tex had an issue. Pretty much going to give him 1 minute. All right, so yet,
I
we're
wonder
still.
if that's due to the servers, because the servers I've heard have not been very good tonight.
Well,
Uh,
well, I mean, I've heard, Joker got a chance to be in a race, and then, things went good for him. Mayhem got a chance to be in a 30-person race, and it sounded went good for him. So it's hard to say what the way the servers are going for us tonight.
yeah, let's hope they're good and we're able to get a good race out of this.
Yeah, I
Not
definitely
have too
agree.
many issues.
Man. But yet, in due time, we will eventually get ready for this race. We're less than about maybe. Well, I mean, race would potentially supposed to be starting, but yet we're giving one of our drivers a minute, so yet we should be able to get a chance to have a lot of great racing, a lot of great action in store for all of us tonight. Joker, you got any updates going on for us, bud?
I don't. I'm reacting to the
All right,
same way you are. Giving you the same information.
alrighty. So yet eventually we will get going, but yet uh, eventually we will start to get going, and we will have ourselves a good race tonight. Any last thoughts before we end up going green, guys?
Um, nothing real new. Uh, I think it will get very interesting going into stage three. The later we get on into the race, I think we will have some very good racing. Probably some aggressive drivers trying to get up there through Dover. Um, it's a smaller track. It's only a mile, so not a lot of room to work with here. You gotta not a lot of three wide opportunities, so you gotta make it with what you have here.
Yeah. Joker, your final thoughts, bud?
I want to see if these guys can keep it clean. That's mainly my thing. We just got the queue to join.
Alrighty. Awesome. Here we go. Dover racing at its finest. Oh, wrong. Oh, it seems like we have a lot of people up in here.
Yeah, I think there is about 18 or so racing, if
Yes,
I'm not
18.
mistaken. All right.
Could 18 be the magic number for this race? See how it goes as far as keeping it clean, be able to hold our line, or will it be a caution fest? That's gonna be a really good question. Alrighty, green flag is in the air right now. Don Cheadle is going to lead the field. I think that might be Dalator up in first, and I mentioned Teagle is up in P4 right now as they get ready to go through turn one. Oh, they're 3-4 wide
Oh,
up in
we
the
got some
back. We
contact.
got some we got some action going on in the back right there. That was Terminatrix who got involved right there. He got involved with some 3-4
And
wide.
that brought out a caution.
That brought our caution 3-4
This is
wide up
Dover.
in the back. Coming
Alrighty.
back. Yep. They went 3-4 wide into turn one. I don't know why they did that, but yet something they shouldn't do this early on in the race.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe it's just the first stage. They can make up for it as the stage goes or as the race goes on. It was only the first lap, so there's a lot to be made up. A long time to do it too.
I agree. I agree. But the thing is, though, is that if you're going into turn one, if you want to be able to make a move, you shouldn't make it four wide going into turn one because we end up seeing action right there as we've seen the damage between Kobe, Terminatrix, and such others. So I'm hoping they'll be able to get a chance to be able to keep it clean going into turn one this time as they get ready to go for a restart for the second time, for the first time today, restart after a quick caution, and we are back on the green.
Yeah, like I said earlier, new driver John Cheetos just joined literally like probably 15 minutes ago already, putting his name out there
Oh,
for
we have more
some of the
contact.
owners.
Oh yeah, more three wide going to the back stretch. I guess definitely. Yeah. Oh, they're wrecking the back.
Yep,
The
there
card
we
is
go again.
involved. The card is involved. I think we see the 26 car involved. Geez Louise.
Looks like a caution is out.
Again
I
for the.
expected this. Development drivers with truck drivers, short track, not really a lot of room for making mistakes. I expected this.
Yeah, and before you join Joker, as I mentioned, there's a little bump that comes off on that guardrail up into two if you get in there too fast, and that's what looked like happened there. Someone went too fast, hit that guardrail, came down, and then it just all unwound from there.
Yeah, but you got to think though. I mean, the front looked really clean, but the problem is the drivers up in the back. They went four wide the first time, and it looked like they went three wide again. And you mentioned hot dog. That little bump I think got involved and took advantage of taking out some drivers as they get ready to go for a restart again for the second time today after two quick yellow cautions. Here we go. We're about to go green flag on the way. Hopefully we'll be able to catch this call lap. Green flag is back out in the air. Don Cheeto's looking really, really good right now. Can the drivers in the back keep it clean? And so far, nope. They're
Three
three
wide
wide.
already.
Three wide already. Right now, it's good up in the front. Some drivers at the wall, I think, see
Up there wrecking again.
Terminatrix. Oh,
Oh,
again? Yeah, that is Fluffy Saxon, the 8 machine.
it looks like the caution is
Out
yeah, the
again.
caution
Yeah,
Third.
this may be the stage at
Three
this
for
rate.
three.
There.
3 for 3, 3 laps, 3 cautions.
Might as well make an ESPN documentary on 30 for 30 of the amount of cautions we'll end up seeing tonight. Because that is right there at the third straight caution. Was hoping to, I mean, they were about to go straight up to 3 and 4, but all of a sudden, more wrecking happened. So yeah, we were under caution for the third time for today, and that is the end of the stage one, I'm assuming.
Joker, and as you mentioned, you said the spotlight on Kakax. Not in too much of a good way. He was involved in that crash. You know, just like you mentioned, not being mentioned in a good way once again, but maybe he can make up for it as the race goes on.
Well, I feel like these drivers, they just need to get 3-4 laps under their belt once everyone gets in their line. When they're all doubled up like this, there's not really a room for mistakes.
Green flag is back out in the air again, once again. Hopefully we'll be able to go turn 1 and 2. Everything looking good up front. They're keeping it green, keeping it good right now. And that's just the problem right there is turn 2. You can see some guys be able to potentially hit the wall right there. And it's looking good. Terminator is up in the wall, but yet, that, not going to say anything mean about him, but yet, that was what we saw right there. Terminator up in the wall. We finally completed the lap, but yet Don Cheetos, he's got himself a really good car. He's looking good on that bottom line. You mentioned a hot dog. If you run a good bottom line, you'll be able to get a chance to control your race, and yet he's looking really, really good out there.
Yeah, he is. He hasn't made any mistakes. He's able to lead every single lap of this race.
And not only that, but look who's in P3, our boy T-Galt.
Yeah.
T-Galt, we're running up there with Dallator and Don Cheetos, and yet, how long did he join there, Joker?
Probably 15 minutes to go right as qualifying happened.
That is incredible. As the fields slowly start to spread out, we're glad to be able to get a chance to see some consistency racing right now. We're under lap 2 now at Dover, and things are looking really good for Don Cheetos, who makes you want to have a Cheeto. But yet, right now, Dallator is looking to be able to catch up his draft, see what he can do, see if Cheetos can be able to make a mistake. And right now, Cheetos is looking really good out there. You got to think about the amount of pressure that he's going to be able to be under, considering that he is the leader, and see if he'll be able to pull away from both Teagle and Dalator.
Yeah, he's got some very good racing going on. He hasn't made any mistakes yet, to my knowledge. But him and Delator looks like he may come up there in a little bit, maybe give him some pressure, but maybe he can just pull away and be on his own. Check out.
Yeah,
But T-Gaunt, he's also up there at the mix, just running some single file racing, not being too aggressive. Nice to see that. Nice to see not any cautions yet.
Please don't jinx it right there, bud. Please don't jinx it right there, because we don't need to have a caution for the fourth time today. But yeah, right now things are still going under green, and Gall is trying to be able to hold up the line. He's trying to be able to battle it out with the 38 of Dalator. We're going to keep an eye on that, and yet the 51 is trying to be able to get on the inside, side by side, battling out for second place. And yet, looking at a really good racing right now. We see some beating and bang going on in the back right now as Teagle passed Dalator for second place. Good for him.
And maybe with that little battle, Cheetos may pull out a little bit, as it seems like he has. He's starting to get out there a little more and more, and that battle may have slowed the 38 and the 51 down a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And here comes the 10 truck, and in the 10 tonight, it is Internal Emery's, correct me if I'm wrong if I said his name right, slowly trying to be able to approach up to the battle for second place. She's trying to be able to slowly get up there. Looking really good. I believe that might be Pelt up in P5, correct me if I'm wrong, but let's see if it is. And Mayhem Tomorrow struggling up in the back.
Oh, the 51 truck hits the wall.
Yeah, and that's going to put Dalator a good spot, be able to pass on the inside line, and he's going to bring Eternal.
10 comes up too.
Yeah, 10's going to be able to join up there. Side by side for, make it 3 wide right there. Ooh, the 10 decides to make it 3 wide, and that's going to put Dalator in a really bad spot. And that's going to put Texpel to be able to come up there and make a battle for second place. 4 truck battle for second place, guys.
Yeah, and that pass that Delator was able to get on the 51 there for a little bit, before the 51 was able to take it back, it looked like he might have given him a little bump.
That was the stage there.
Stage? Was that the stage 1 or stage 2?
Stage 1. I'm assuming this is stage 1.
At least we hope it's stage 1, but yet caution is out for the 4th time. That is the end of the stage. Yet that is Cheetos up in there. He pretty much won this stage. Behind them is T-Gold, and a really good battle up there for second place. And I believe that might be Eternal taking that 3rd place spot. And then obviously you see Dalator, and then you see Texpel. That is our top 5 in stage 1.
So, Hot Dog, what are your takeaways from the development drivers so far? Who are you looking at so far?
Well, this new Don Cheetos guy, he's really coming there, and he's led every single lap of the race. He's had a very good start. Delator and Seagon, they've had some good battles for second there, and those may be my top 3 guys that I'm looking at right now. Not just because they're running in the top 3, but they've really had some good racing going on. As Don Cheetos, he's dropped back there after the pits in the 87 is now in the race.
And the 87, that is Trainer. Trainer's be able to.
Oh, they're stacking up in the back. Oh, there they go. Big wreck.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
That should bring out the caution right there.
Yep. Caution's back out.
5th time today. The 97.
The 52. He's on 2 wheels on the backstretch.
The 97 was up in the air for just a little bit. Wow.
Yep, another restart. I feel like once they get through this first lap, that's when they can start racing and get some laps under their belt.
Caution is out for the 5th time today. That is the most cautions we've seen in an exhibition race for quite some time.
And we're not even through 2 stages yet.
Hopefully I'm not jinxing when I say we might go 30 for 30, but no, we do not need to go 30 cautions in this race. restart again. Let's see how the drivers in the back be able to keep it clean as Don Cheetos and the Eternal are going to be able to lead the field under this next restart. Green flag is back on the air.
Eternal got in line really quickly, hit the apron a little bit. T-Golf's going to get under him. He's in the wall, 3 wide, 4 wide almost.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone backing out of it. Mayhem hit the apron, Texfeld in the apron, everyone's in the apron.
My gosh. I hope the people who are watching this are getting a good treat out of this with this amount of... Oh, big wreck.
There they go, big wreck.
Big wreck, the 20s. Good grief.
Number of drivers of the wall.
I can't even count the amount of drivers that are in that one. Jeez Louise. Look at the 26. Did he just go through the wall like that, or? But caution is out for the 7th time today. Good grief. That was a big one right there, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they had it going, but when they were 2, 3 wide, a few rows deep, that's not going to turn out really well.
That was something else. You gotta think about how a lot of angry drivers there are in that party chat are angry, mad, saying, "Come on, guys, let's be able to keep a green flag race. We got some viewers in here, and yet we try to do as much as we can right now."
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some after race arguments on how guys' drivings were today.
Yeah, I agree. We'll end up seeing some very angry people up in the chat tonight. But green flag is back out again. Let's see how the guys can be clean. Good restart by Cheetos and Galt. Eternal and Dalator. Galt needing to be able to make and move on that inside line. Good for him right there.
Oh, what happened again? There was another wreck. They didn't even get to turn the back straightaway.
Are you kidding me?
Fluffy Sacks back there.
Caution is out, just like his number, for the 8th time today. That is insane. Joker, your thoughts on this, bud?
It's at Dover. One mistake. Really short track. Not really the widest track to make mistakes on.
It looks like Frank the Tank, Kobe, and Fluffy Stacks could have been the 3 that were involved in that wreck. Frank the Tank having some damage on his nose there. Not saying much on Kobe, but he's not really up there with the pack, sitting back there with Frank the Tank. Not really sure what happened on that wreck, but...
That's a good question. We'll end up seeing how it goes for the next restart right now as we get ready to go back to green flag under once again in this race. We're still in stage 2, folks. We're still in stage 2. Side by side action going. So far, so good. Side by side right now, you see Eternal trying to be able to push and line up there with Cheetos. That's going to put Galt to the wall. And then here comes, looks like, who is that? Cox right there? That is.
The 44, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's come back since that first wreck in the race. He's been up there in the top 5.
But look at Galt. He's still be able to maintain position. Even though he lost his spot, he's still be able to run up in the top 5. That is really, really good for him. And yet, as he get ready to pass, he passed by Cox right there. Eternal's trying to be able to give this 56 a room for his money right there.
He looks low.
Inside the goes to 10.
Give him the spot.
They bumped.
Give him the bumper run. That's going to be new leader, Eternal.
Wonder what the 56 will do if he gets back to him.
Guy thinks it's a payback right there. Don't you agree there, Joker?
Yeah, didn't really get by him in the cleanest way, so...
Yeah, he was definitely
down with that.
He was definitely all over the back of him for a good lap there before finally shooting low and touching there, so...
But you gotta give credit where credit is due. Cheeto's maintaining his position. He's still all over the back of that 10 truck. Looking to be really good, but yet can the 56 be able to get back some revenge on that 10 machine?
You know, we were talking about Delator earlier. Since the first stage, he's kind of dropped back a little outside of that top 5. He's not sitting up there with the leaders anymore.
Yeah, I agree right there. We'll go ahead and ask our viewers a quick question. What do you think about the race so far? And do you believe this aggressiveness should keep happening, or do you believe this should just be calmed down, especially after stage one?
Let's go
Um,
first.
I will. I was a little surprised at all the cautions that came out in the beginning. I thought people may relax, but it is Dover. It's not too surprising. So I do think it should chill out a little bit for the end of the stage 2, but going into stage 3, I do expect there to be some aggressiveness, people trying to make their way up front. At the
And
cost.
that could be the end of stage right there. Couldn't it be, Joker?
Let me just confirm with Mayhem.
That might be a
You can
caution.
assume it is, unless there's a bunch of carnage in the back.
Yeah.
Yes, and that was the stage.
Alright, so the 10 car is going to win that stage.
Yeah, that is the end of stage 2.
They're going to be bunched back up here for stage 3 pretty soon. I expect some good racing between the 56 and the 10 car, especially after the battle they had there in stage 2.
Yeah, you gotta think about, and by the way, that was Joker. I think he'd be able to go take care of some things. You gotta think about what's happening right now, and as we get ready to go restart again, geez Louise, 8 cautions. You know, besides the 6 cautions, 8 cautions overall. Here comes the 10 machine. He's going to bump the
They
56
touch.
out of the way again, and here comes Mayhem tomorrow. He's someone we've not talked about for quite some time. Oh, the 98 is going to give him a run. The 56 is going to be able to make it 3 or 4 wide. The
Oh,
51 is going to give him some good bumping back there. And yet there's 3
21 gets shot
wide.
up.
3 wide back there. And they're not wrecking. Good job, guys.
Man, that is some good racing right there. Guys touching, bumping all over the place, but able to keep it under control. They're 4 wide,
4 wide.
3 wide.
They're still going it. They're still going really good right now. Oh,
Oh.
and as I say that, some beating and bang is going on. More action is going on.
Able to save it again. This is some very good driving.
Good
Able to
driving.
keep it together.
Good driving. Good racing right now. Once when we get done here, we will talk to all 3 drivers and try to be able to get a hold of either Joker or Mayhem and give their thoughts on the race and yet some more breaking news. Hot Dog, would you be able to make an announcement at the end of the race on who your 4th and final driver might be?
I most likely will have an announcement that I'll have to contact that driver, and if before this stream is over, I get confirmation that they'll be able to drive the 32.
Alrighty.
Announce it on stream, but
Alrighty.
I have a few guys in mind.
Alrighty, so hopefully after the end of this race, we might have a huge announcement in the Xfinity Series, because as we mentioned in the pre-show, one final spot in the Xfinity Series. And
Truck Series.
The Truck Series, sorry about that. Wait, don't we have an empty spot in the Xfinity Series now?
No, that got filled this week. But that's why we have a open in the Truck Series.
Okay.
I put Dave Ski up in there. Let's see how. Hopefully he'll be able to run well.
Okay.
But I moved him up into there, which leaves the 32 truck, which is the one that will be filled hopefully tonight. Hopefully will be filled tonight. So that guy, he'll be racing with these with some of these guys in the Truck Series who are racing tonight.
And who'll also get a chance to join not only our Xfinity but our Cup team as well. We see Kobe is currently in the pits right now, guys.
Yeah, maybe some early pit strategy. I know they're running 22 laps on fuel here, so maybe a little split here, hitting a little early.
That is a very good question right there. We'll end up seeing how it goes. But it's looking to be really good. Some separation from the drivers has been needed. And it's looking to be really, really good right now. Eternal is your leader, followed by T-Gold, and followed by a good battle for 3rd place between Dalator, Cheeto, and Mayhem tomorrow. Let's go ahead and keep an eye on that battle right there.
I'm wondering if Kobe may have got a penalty here. He hasn't moved much in the pits as he's getting lapped for a second time.
I think it might be the first time, but
No,
oh,
I think that's the second time. I'm pretty sure.
alrighty. Well, it's hard to say. If that's the case, he might be going 2 to 3 laps down.
Yeah, he's pulling out now. I do believe that was 2 times that he did get lapped. As I see the cars coming around again.
LOL, I thought Booger was having a good run for a second. Forgot he lost that ride. Nope said that. Can't explain it on the air right now, but yeah, right now as we're looking at Kobe, falling maybe about 3-4 laps, lapped behind the field right now. So yeah, you gotta hope for some green flag action. I did not wait. There's 252 trucks.
250. What truck numbers are they?
252s.
Yeah, I do believe there are 252s tonight.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That was something I didn't even have that in my notes, but alrighty. But right now we're back up here. Right now going through the field right now. Keep an eye on some good battling out racing between T-Gull and Dalator.
And if I'm not mistaken, who was that? Oh, Delator is able to get back up there after being out there for a while. It's nice to see him back up there.
Dalator is looking really good. If he can be able to get a chance to hold his line, I mean, be able to have some more good battling out racing for second place right there.
Definitely.
But overall, I think the 38 slowly approaching up to that 51 truck, and the 51 is trying to be able to find his line, be able to get himself a good run. And if he'd be able to finish, go ahead.
Sorry. Cox is having a pretty good run here. After having, some weeks of doubt, but he's running up in that top 5. He was running in the top 3 there for a little bit. He's having a good run and putting on a good show tonight.
Yeah, he's looking really good out there right now. So far, some good battling out racing right now between Cox and many others. Battling for, I think that might be P3 or P4. Sorry with that. McCard is battling out, trying to be able to do whatever he can to be able to get past the 44 machine. Slowly approaching him, but you got to think about this again. Some green flag runs could be, and they could be in favor.
Yeah, and we also have Delator making a pass on T-Galt for second place as they're trying to chase down that 10 car. Who is just absolutely having an amazing run since able to pass Cheetos in the second stage, and he's starting to pull away from these guys a little bit.
Slowly starting to slowly trying to be able to pull away from the guys. Looking really, really good right now.
I assume a pit strategy should be coming in here pretty soon for these guys after not having. I don't believe we've had a caution in stage 3. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, but, we haven't had a caution in stage 3. That would have been a nice caution, but so far it's looking really, really good at the moment.
Yeah, I do think pit strategy will be something that we're gonna have to take a look at here pretty soon in the coming laps, as Delator is getting closer up to the 10 car, trying to make a move.
Slowly trying to be able to make a move on the inside of the 10 machine, and the 10 is going to the pits. Oh!
Well, the 38 tries to jump down in front of him.
Wow!
Oh! I wonder if there may be a speeding. Oh! Trouble getting into pit road. The 51 and the 38, they're able to.
That was the
10 get back to where they were.
That was the 10 and the 38 right there.
Yeah. They're able to. They're sitting side by side.
Where is he? Where is? That's gonna cost. Never mind.
On
Nice
my
though.
screen, they're sitting here
Yeah.
fighting into a pit box right here.
Yeah. I'm glad I caught that. I'm glad I caught that. I think the game pretty much once when they went side by side, they realized that yeah, why not? They're going to go side by side, and I think they went in pretty good. But we'll see who comes out, and that is going to be the 51 of T-Galt and Dalator as they are coming out of the pitch.
And
I
this is
agree.
interesting here. These guys haven't led a lap yet,
Mm-mm.
so this will be some interesting racing coming off these pits.
Definitely agree right there. Nope said that was lucky. I definitely agree that was lucky. Because if that was the case, then Dalator would not be in the lead at the moment.
Maybe T-Galt can come up here and try and get a good run on him, but Delator, he's running good by himself here.
Everything looks to be in really, really good order for that 38 machine of Dalator. Everything's going his way. And yeah, think about what he can be able to do, be able to get a chance to run this line. I mean, he's been in the last couple of races, but he's never gotten, somewhat of a good finish. But yeah, Dalator is looking really strong right now in front of T-Galt.
Yeah, that pit right there may have just changed the whole complexion of the race, changing up who's going to win the race here. I'm not sure how many times they're going to have to pit in this stage, but that could definitely have a factor. That little incident. Is that someone in the grass?
Um,
I saw a little bit of dirt fly out, but yeah, that could change the whole complexion of the race right there.
yeah, that's looking to be really, really good right now. Everything's getting ready to be right in the order as it should be. So T-Galt is looking really strong, but yet Dalator is in the lead at the moment. You got to think about what he can be able to do to be able to finish this race as with a win that he needs. Um, Even though it's the exhibition, you got to think about the amount of runs that he's had ever since we started, the whole exhibition series. It's been so much strong, but yet somewhat of a bad luck for Dalator. But he's looking really strong out there right now, as you see, leading some laps that he's needing, trying to be able to make a statement tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And he's really pulled out here since he was able to get off pit road.
Definitely agree. He's looking really good out there.
Battery, my mic pulled out of my controller. But yeah, some really good racing so far to the race, and it's cooled down since that first stage. That first stage was very hectic.
The first two
But
stages were really hectic. I do agree right there.
I'm really happy with the way the race is formed and the way that it's going as of now.
Yeah, it's going to put Dalator, he's going to have some lap traffic approaching to him. As we're going to go back to T-Galt right now. He's looking like he's in a battle with Picard and Cheetos for the second place position. So far, Galt is looking really, really good out there. And it's a matter of time that Picard will be able to make a pass onto the Galt and see what he can be able to do to finish P2. But overall, regardless of where he finishes, as long as he stays in top 5, that's what he needs. As you see Dalator lapping that truck right there, going into 3 and 4. Some really good stuff from Dalator, but it's some really good battle in action for second place right here. And here comes Picard. And he's going to be able to take that position away from T-Galt.
You know, we were talking about that announcement later today or later tonight, and I think it may be a little bigger than we suspect, or than everybody else suspects. I'm not going to give too many hints on what I've got going on in my head, but there is going to be a little more to this twist than you guys may suspect.
Really?
Still,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, if we can be able to get that announcement at the conclusion of the stream, then we'll definitely have one lucky driver to say congrats on a very special truck ride on joining Hot Dog and his team. NBD says to the twist of what he said.
Um, I have a open slot in my truck series for the 32. It's the only spot left open in, I think, the whole league as of Cup Series, Xfinity, and trucks. I know the only spot open in trucks, and I'm looking to fill that tonight. So there's more to this story than originally intended.
Well, we'll get that announcement. Hopefully, we'll be able to get that announcement at the conclusion of the stream. Uh, let's see how it goes right now as we're looking on Daltor. McCart is slowly approaching up to the 38 machine. Oh, is that some action going on in the back? Oh no, TexPal is currently up in the pits. Yeah, you see, Galt's trying to be able to hold that line against Cheetos, and Cheetos going to be able to make a move. That's a spot that Galt does not need to be in right now, but yet Galt's still looking pretty strong, regardless of all that damage he's got on his hood. MBT said, thanks for the info. Wish you luck on making the best pick on the open spot.
Yes, sir. I'm looking to try and get some good racing for this team and go out there and try and win a championship.
He's already got his Xfinity spot filled up, and I believe his Cup Series spot is also filled up. And you also have to think about what's going on in the Truck Series. Daltor is trying to be able to break that draft away from McCard. McCard is slowly approaching up to him. Slowly getting up there. He's just waiting on it. It's looking really good right now.
It is. We're having a very good race. Guys finding their lane, finding out where they're running.
Yeah, think about it's the only matter of time to see what they can be able to do. So far, and it looks like, is that the end of the race, or? Oh no, wow! What a good
Oh,
move by McCard right there. That is a really good move right there by the 21. Try to be able to keep himself up in front. Where are those two at? You see T-Gol going to the pits? What a move right there from the 21 machine.
wow. You talk about pits having a factor in this race. There it is again.
Question is, who's coming out first? And it looks like it will be McCard.
Wow. That could have another factor in the race. Something else that we did not intend to happen. But, you know, there's not much that... Once the race starts, you can't really intend much. And that's definitely showing here tonight with these pit strategies. Or not the strategies, but what's happening in the pits.
I definitely agree. But it's looking really good right now for McCard. He's able to get a chance to be up in front. And he's doing really good right now. So far, it's been a really good racing. Uh,
Yeah,
looks
sorry,
like
go ahead.
I'll say, looks like we have a fan up here, and it's looking really, really good right now. Looking really, really good right now, right here between the 21 and 38. Good battle so far. Overall, been a very, very good battle. Very, very good battle. Hot dog, your thoughts?
Yeah, this is very good. They're able to they're running pretty well. As lap traffic gets in the way, they're a little able to dodge out of the way. Maybe the 38 can get up there and make a move. Oh, he's running pretty close to that 52. A
He's
little
trying to.
hit out of the wall from the 21, but maybe that slowed him down just a little bit more than I thought would help him gain. But yeah, two very good drivers having a very good race. 21 kind of coming out of nowhere here. I didn't really mention him much in the race until we had that pit stop, but he's shown that he's able to control that #1 spot and able to get up there and possibly win the race at this point.
I agree. I agree. Sorry, we're still here, folks. We're still here.
Yeah. Don Cheetos has he's kind of fallen back just a little bit since the start after leading every lap in stage 1 and getting that stage 1 win, but kind of dropping back, but he still looks to be in the top 5.
But overall, the race has been looking really, really good. You see the 21 be able to hold up a lead against Altor. Everything's going in the right direction as it should be. And it can only imagine a matter of time of how bad 38 wants to win. We should be at the conclusion of the race. Hopefully, the final laps of this race, and it's looking overall. I think it's been a very, very good race. Besides the first 2 stages, and you got to think about how much 38's trying to be able to. He's trying to be able to make a move on the 21 machine, and he will not.
Yeah, he looked like he dropped back just a little bit, not by much, but maybe he can get a good run off the corner. He didn't get as low as the 21 did in that line, as he tries to look low, but has to swerve back up high so he doesn't hit that
He's going to hit the
apron.
wall. That's gonna make the 21 be able to escape from the 38.
He lost a lot of time right there. And the 21's just able to easily drive away.
He should have made a move like that.
Yeah, he tried to go aggressive, and the risk didn't pay off.
No, it did not.
It was a high risk, high reward situation, and it just didn't go his way.
How far the 21 machine is going to be able to be ahead of the 38. Coming to the final laps of the race, and 21, after making a really good statement last week at Gateway in Richmond, he's looking to hold out a very, very strong race tonight. and yet coming across, hopefully, potentially, maybe the white, but you never know how far this race can go. We could see a caution maybe be able to be played out, but overall, our drivers are looking really good out there. Hot dog, what do you think about this race so far, bud?
Yeah, it was very hectic in the first two stages. You know, lots of cautions. Um, oh,
That should be
so,
it. That should be the
is
end of
that
the
it?
race.
And the 21's going to take the race. Oh, is it? Because I saw the 97. He came off the apron. Maybe looked like he crashed. Just the end here.
That's the Joker's not in here. Joker backed out of the party. I think that might be the end of the race.
Okay.
Galt finished P8.
P8.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he finished P8. Or sorry. Hold on. He finished P4. He finished P4. I read that wrong. He finished P4. It says should have had second, but went too loose on the final stop. Alright. But what a race it's been, ladies and gentlemen. Congrats to the 21 machine on such a really awesome race. Um, I'll, I, I don't think there'll be no interviews tonight. But before we hop off tonight, um, Hot Dog, do you have an announcement?
I don't have an announcement. I don't have confirmation. I'm getting close to a confirmation. Um, but I'm getting close to a confirmation. But yeah, nothing yet. I'll let you know when, and for next stream, maybe it'll be safer then. But right
Alrighty,
now, there is no announcement.
alrighty. So yet we'll conclude the end of the stream. We want to thank you guys for watching. We hope you guys have a good night and y'all be safe.